Hi my little monsters, I am here with a Samurai Jack reaction video. If you guys want to know why I've been MIA for one whole week, go ahead and click the link to the previous video, or you can wait to the end of this video to click the link that will be on the screen somewhere. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Again, you're not forced, but it does help me out on this channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that button up there somewhere, and be a part of my notification squad. Alright, so let's get started with episode 8 of Samurai Jack. So this episode got me so emotional. Like, you guys don't understand how emotional I got. Like, not even Tiffany can get me that much emotional. Maybe she can't. I don't know. Anyway, so we get a glimpse of the Xbox One. Dear God. We get a glimpse of the PS1 out in space, and God's just like, no, I don't like you here. You deserve to be on an forgotten planet. Throws a bunch of meteors and knocks them back down to Earth, where it came from. Excuse me. Ugh, gross. So we get a glimpse of apparently the president of the Hump Day Club, which I just came that up, and that was the worst joke of my life. So we get this giant ass camel. And, you know, it's not gonna leave anytime soon. That's my sister who just posted something on Instagram. Yeah, it's not leaving anytime soon. So Jack is just like, okay, we need to eat because it's gonna be a long journey. So they go and eat. Samurai Jack tries to something, and apparently his face turns into a rainbow fish. Why is my hand hurting? Okay. Much better. That was weird. Anyway, it turns out to a giant fish, and Ashi is just like, I'm just gonna go over here now. Alright? And it's just like, oh, woman, you can't understand them. And he's like, I guess so. Like, I don't have much experiments with females. Well, that's not gay as fuck, but okay. Anyway, yeah, so they finally get on top of the camel, and they're surrounded by these green cats, which as soon as they get more and more crowded in, the more and more I notice something's gonna go down with these cats and them. And before that even gets started, they get all cramped up to the point where, you know, something's poking Ashi, which turns out to be a sword, which we all know what it actually meant, and it's just like, this is not PG TV or TV PG. This is more like PG-13 TV. But yeah. So they get really crowded, and they cannot grab a pole correctly. Wow, that sounded really sexual. Again, this cannot be TV, PG, whatever you want to call it. This just can't be. It has to be PG-13 at least. Or like 16, I don't know. Something. Anyway, so yeah, so that happens. And Samurai Jack noticed that the words on these cast shirts spell out "Die, Samurai Jack," and he's like, I think we should leave. No, that comes after. But, you know, he says something, and all of a sudden the cats attack him. And, you know, and then everybody's like kung fu fighting. And then all of a sudden they kind of slowly, oh no, it's like, oh no, I touched you, I am so sorry, I did not mean to touch you, I know. And then, you know, and they fought like a couple. They felt like Mr. and Mrs. Smith against those agents or whatever who were there fighting with. And that just reminded me of it. I'm just like, this kind of reminds me of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Pretty much. You know, he's just like, okay, we're getting more crowded and we need to leave. And she's like, I agree with this. So he takes his sword, and the cats just spell out "whoa" as they dodge the blade. They break through the window, they run, and I love how these cat men, the green men, whatever, jump out of the glass, and they kind of like jump out like a cat and run like a cat. So yeah, so we get a glimpse of them grab their leash, swing out of the camel's head onto the desert, and we get a few seconds of them being like such a cute couple. Oh, I was more of like into master and student, but now I am more into husband and wife. Itch, itch, itch. Anyway, so they're walking through the desert, and they finally find this oasis, which I actually love the desert, and it kind of reminded me of just like a song, which I forgot the name of it. It had to do something with the desert. Cake by the ocean? No. Yeah. So they finally get to the oasis. Wow, my body's really itching. I have sunburn if you guys can't tell, but yeah, so they finally get to the oasis, and Jack makes this cute little hat out of the leaves and everything. He makes one, and she's just like, "Yeah, you look good, but thanks for not making me one." And he's like, "Here you go." So he's just like, here you go. And she like puts it on. We get a glimpse of them being all cute and stuff. It's just like, oh my god, my itch. Ugh. So we get a glimpse of them being all cute and stuff, and they walk off. And then, as soon as they make the hats get blown away by a sandstorm. Yay. So much hard work for nothing. So they go. If my lighting gets really dim and dark, it's because the sun is setting, and the last two lights I have are my computer and the light bulb, and there's nothing on my face. Yeah, there's nothing I can just illuminate. Wow, I need like a light bulb in my face. Anyway, so yeah, they need to find shelter, and they find the oh my god, again, they find the PS1 in the desert, and they go in it, and they find, and like little kids, they explore through it, and that's how the PS1 broke, and no longer useful. Because your little brother and sister decided to go through and just play doctor with it. Yay. Anyway, so they go through it, and apparently they find out it's a prison. So they hear this monster, and they're like, "Okay, we fucked up. We need to get out of here." So they try to get out of here. They get lost apparently. Eventually they find this monster, and they find the cell of the monster, and they find the monster. Come back from the scene of the crime apparently. Anyway, as they're fighting the monster, obviously, they're being overwhelmed because there's too many of them, and I'm just like, they're a bunch of leashes. How are they being overwhelmed? Just how? I'm fixing myself, cause, chair. How the heck are they being overwhelmed? Like, I can't right now, like, what? And then we just get a glimpse of Asha using the, broken glass, like, shuriken, and I'm just like, yes! They were able to escape later and find, a weapon room. I was, like, thinking of another word, but they found a weapon room, and they found the object to kill this monster. Excuse me. And before Samurai Jack actually figured out what this machine does, Ashi messes up and shoots something and distracts Samurai Jack. So, she's like, I'm ready, spitting the double-edged spear thing, kind of like a lightsaber from Star Wars. Just like, this is a wand, but still, just blade and stuff. Hocus pocus. You will subscribe to me because you love me, and this video is turning out to be one hell of an ugly video. Alright, that goes like that. Anyway, so they fight the monster, and Ashi's clothes starts to get eaten like a freaking salad bar before you get to the meat. And Samurai Jack is just like, I can't. No, too much info, too much. And just like it like shows the body parts, but it doesn't show the private parts. But still, it's just like, how can this be PG? It's PG-13. how's that's English. If you don't know what I'm talking about. So anyway, Samurai Jack takes off his robe and throws it on her, and he's just like, "What are you doing? I'm giving you my robe to protect you from the leeches, and you're gonna protect. So this is gonna protect me from the leeches. Yes, you're acting weird. I'm acting weird. Ha! I'm not acting weird. You're acting weird. Why are we screaming? Just put that stuff to it. And it's just like, don't panic, don't panic. Everybody, stop panicking. This video turning out to be awesome already. Anyway, since I don't have life on the outside anymore, we're gonna close that window. Anyway, the leech gets tired of pretty much playing with them, I guess, and decides to pretty much turn into these other figures of leeches. And when I pause the video to look very closely, it looks different forms of. It turns out to be a different form of creature, right? So I'm just like, he ate. Blah, blah. He. She. Is it a she? I think it's a she. But anyway, it takes multiple forms. What I should think is actually the prisoners and the people who kept them locked up. I guess when they crash landed, everything shut down for a second. It was able to break free and run around and kill everybody. Anyway, eventually he was just trying to figure out the machine, and Yashi just, I can't hold back anymore. Wow, that really made it sexual. Like, how is this PG? I don't understand this. But, well, anyway, eventually they were swarmed in like a tsunami of leeches, and they come out of the pool, like the water of leeches, and they're screaming in agony and pain because one, they're getting eaten alive, two, the poison's running through their veins, and did I mention they're getting eaten alive with a bunch of leeches? It's not a very painless situation. It's very painful, you know, and they're just like, Jack, she, why does this sound so sexual? I'm pretty sure this was not oopsie daisy. I'm pretty sure this was intended, especially in this episode. Anyway, where was I before I decided to pretty much go all ugly on you guys? Wow, I really have a bad short-term memory. Short-term, not short-term. Oh, right. So they're getting eaten alive, and you know, eventually this machine finally activates. Now they're not only getting eaten alive, poison going through their bodies, and still getting eaten alive, but they decide to pretty much get electrocuted as well. Shockingly. That was intended. So all these leeches just pretty much go black and white, and they decide to pop like popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. And eventually, I literally have to imagine how bad they had to smell after that. Like, honestly, it's like everything's just cooked grossly. Yeah. Well, all the leashes popped, their poison turns into goo, and it oozes out of their body. Ugh. That's gross. You know, and they're standing there heavily breathing. Hey, they sound like me after I just decided to pretty much walk up a level of stairs. And then, well, they tried to smooshy smooch. Which, it was funny because they decided to put that background. Sorry, I let it disappeared. They decided to pretty much put that background old time music on. It was really funny. Yeah, so that after it doesn't do whatcha, it just continues the song playing. It's just laughing. Alright, if I missed anything, I'm sorry. I'll catch you guys on Saturday. Today's Monday. I might put this on Tuesday. Anyway, I'll catch you guys Saturday and Sunday, or tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Alright, so this is the plan it's making. Since today is Monday and this video is hella late, I'm posting Steven Universe and this video tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I will try to do that since I took forever to pretty much record this video. Took all day. I got pissed off about it. I took a break and I'm back. Anyway, yeah, so that's happening. Tuesday or Wednesday, you'll see me again. Then Saturday, Sunday, you'll see me again and we'll be back on track. Don't forget to like and comment, share. Again, you're not forced. It does help me out. Does help me out on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the campana and be a part of my notification squad. My English is failing, so I'll catch you guys later. And remember, it's not gay. It's fabulous. Bye, little monsters.